Wait.
Okay, there we go.
He does it better.
It doesn't better. Shut up,
It was going to
Sammy.
be changed up to like a spooky one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
The spooky remix.
Fine. It's the spooky countdown. I don't know where to go. Welcome,
I
everybody.
can't even be mad. I asked for scary, and that's what I got.
Exactly.
It went from Vincent
By
Price
any-
to Maxwell. Good. Makes every
Dude, how
man cry,
does he
though.
hit those notes?
I don't know.
Ooh,
The only-
Maxwell?
No,
Yeah.
you're too big to be hitting those notes.
Oh, me? Oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Side note, hi, I'm Sammy Gonzalez. Somebody at karaoke, I sang that TikTok song, the
Maxwell.
begging you. I sang
Yeah.
that karaoke. Some guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, man." He taps me on the shoulder. He goes, "As big as you are, I thought you'd have a big, deep voice." And I almost said, "Fuck you, guy."
Yeah, they thought you'd be Mexican Barry White.
Right. He said something the equivalent of that.
Right.
But no, high-pitched voices all around. Unless I yell, then it gets really
That's what
deep.
the world does need, though.
What?
A Mexican Barry White.
I wouldn't even know what that sounds. No, because all our voice in Spanish goes high. It's a higher
Really?
pitch. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm Sammy Gonzalez, aka the Mexicans. Joining me.
know, man.
I'm not even gonna go to that site yet because the man
Machete
is
talks
back.
in a low voice.
What he does? Who?
Machete talks in a low voice.
That's because he's 85 years old. The high pitch is gone.
But if you ask him to speak
Oh,
Spanish,
shit.
it'll go up and up.
yeah,
That's what happens.
Spanish. Everyone's Spanish voice is like 2 octaves higher. Tommy, did you never notice
I
that?
did not.
Yeah, because if I
Jeez.
speak like this, I'm like, okay, yeah, I've been to the store, and then I'm like, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? It just happens. It just goes higher.
I hear. It's not great being deep, like having a deep voice.
You have a deep voice.
I know.
what he's saying.
It's not great.
Why is it not great?
It's just people don't understand.
Hi,
you.
this is Barry White.
Yeah.
Jordan.
I mean, I'm not
It's just
gonna say it
Jordan.
doesn't work. Sometimes it does, but like still, it's inconvenient.
Right.
You know.
But joining me on this side, he's been here in a while, and he's got a perfect voice. We have.
I'm JJ.
They've been asking.
That's all I
for it.
got.
Yeah.
We've been asking.
all you
for
need,
him.
bro.
All you need is good young JJ.
Yeah.
And over there across from me, we have a guy over there with the deep
Well,
voice.
Tommy McGrew.
Oh, it's Tommy McGrew. And then we have over there wearing a shirt, a vintage shirt now. Even
Damn.
though I know,
It's a
right?
ghost.
R.I.P.
Oh man.
Talking about spooky things, they are dead.
I mean,
Fort Tap
it's
Brewing
my
Company.
only shirt with a demon on, I think. So I thought it was apropos.
Oh, well, who are you?
What?
Did you get that at
Oh,
the
Marco.
I said what?
Did you get that at the clearance?
No, I bought this shirt the first time I ever went into Fourth
Really?
Tap. I was like, I love this
It's like
place.
one of your favorite places.
Was.
Yeah. Fuck.
By the way,
That's tense. I'm sorry.
but by the way, I
Damn.
said joining me, and he goes, "What?" Joining me on the other side.
Say
of the
what
fridge.
again, motherfucker? My name's Marco, guys.
It's,
What's up?
it's Marco,
Yeah.
everybody. And today, we're getting into the spooky season. I just realized I have colored LEDs, and I could have made lightning effects, but I just didn't do
You
it.
did that one like last year, right?
Yeah.
You had a whole situation.
We got another spooky top 5 coming.
You
at
have
the
like
end.
that tin sheet that.
Oh, the
like, yeah.
I have a soundboard in this laptop here.
It's not
Do you
as
have a
good.
Pringles can that we can put a bunch of rice into?
Oh,
Oh, I have a rainmaker. I do. I have a little toy that does
Where?
rain. It's in
You have
the
a rainmaker
boxes.
and you haven't used it all summer?
No, not a
needed it.
rainmaker. Wait, what do you think is a rainmaker?
I thought you meant literally like a Native American rainmaker.
Oh no, I had this little.
Like an Indian in the cupboard?
God, that was an unaired episode. We need to do that again. What toys you put in the Indian in the cupboard?
Oh,
But
that was.
That was an unaired episode.
Oh,
That was-
what? I didn't know you never aired it.
It was practice. We couldn't get the sound right. It sounded
that's
like
right,
shit.
yeah.
No, it's a tube with ball bearings in it that you turn and it goes.
I've been wondering,
got me,
like,
okay.
to retrace our steps, like
Yeah.
how many
Unaired episode.
unaired episodes there is.
There was only like 2
Lost
more
season.
beyond that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and then I was like,
well, no, the depressed episodes.
Those are up.
You put those up.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
There's 5 episodes of me and Tommy talking while I'm depressed on Skype, and I killed Sean Connery.
You did.
Yeah.
on Skype was?
So this, I figured out your curse, by the way. A little off subject.
I have a curse?
You have a total curse.
Well, it's spooky. We're
It's
in the spooky season here, so Tommy's bringing up my curse. What is my curse?
So you've like put your aura out there to kill some. You're like
You have the
old
Death Note.
celebrities. Yeah, you summoned the Grim Reaper to go out and exact.
I don't do that.
Please
Yeah.
keep my name out of your mouth.
Please don't say JJ's name.
You're not elderly though. It's fine. Apparently, it's only
It's
elderly
only elderly
celebrities.
people thus far.
I didn't
think-
kill Betty White.
No, someone else you did though.
It was
Queen?
It was just Sean Connery.
The Queen, he did. You did. Yeah.
How did I kill the Queen?
You mentioned the Queen, and she died like the next day.
What are you talking about?
True.
You're basically the Death Note, Sammy. I know you don't
It's a
understand
lot.
that
It's
reference.
so many that you have. But it's only
It happens all the time,
when
though.
he's in weird moods. Have you noticed that?
Oh, dude, you're right.
It's when because he's mentioned lots of people when he's in a happy
Dude,
mood.
who did he
that's
say?
been
What name
fine.
he say this weekend? Oh man, he's gonna kill a lot of people this season with the Raiders being bad.
Oh no, I just
Very
wish.
mean for whatever reason. Very mean.
No, they won. I didn't curse anybody.
They
I was
did
just yelling
win.
at
Your
them.
mood changed.
Right.
Yeah.
So people get to live now.
Yeah.
But we're talking about our top. We were gonna do.
You
top
have a
five
power
horror-
that's evil that you need to get in check. You need to talk. Go to New Orleans.
Go talk to.
someone.
I'm not gonna talk to a voodoo woman named Phyllis. I'm not gonna do it.
You might need to though. Whoopi Goldberg's character in Ghost. You need to talk to the real life equivalent of that.
Was that the one with the clay
Yeah.
Yes.
penis? Yeah.
They weren't making a penis. They were making a vase.
Kind of making a
They're
penis.
making a vase, and then they had sex. It
And we kind of flopped over, which has made it look penis.
was innuendo.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
It was both penis.
Well, then shouldn't it be rigid and?
Right.
Well, it was
Oh,
post-coital.
Oh,
yeah.
Because it was both phallic and vaginal. It
Yeah.
was
So
really
how
weird.
science looks after we're done.
That's how
it
science
goes-
works.
Is that how science works, Tommy? I don't know how
well,
science
he's a
works.
ghost, so wouldn't they have actually needed like a dildo to?
Was he a ghost at that point in the movie?
Yeah, he was a ghost.
Oh shit, he was.
DJ,
I've
I
never
think
s-
DJ Lemon has a point. If we steal his shoes, he'll lose his power.
Maybe that is it.
Stop trying to steal my shoes.
Where's your Infinity Gauntlet?
I don't even have one.
It's
of
the
those.
bike, his shoes,
Yeah.
Sanjeev's
What
bike.
else?
My
Sanjeev's
shoes.
bike, yeah.
the 3D printer is probably one
His
of those.
Horcruxes, yeah.
Trying to break a curse that I don't have.
You have the power.
One of them is a hat. Like it's gotta be. A hat.
Yeah, we just don't know which one. That's going to be a whole challenge in the movie.
Well, I literally said Shigeru Miyamoto's old and copyright law is going to be 60 years from now. So did I kill Shigeru Miyamoto?
If he dies this week, you did.
This
Yeah,
week?
if
Well,
he
so,
does.
But you're not in a funky mood, so
Yeah, you're in a good
Oh,
mood.
okay.
It's when you're in a shitty mood that you put the evil
yeah.
out.
After the Raiders lose to the Chiefs
It
this
manifests.
week, maybe.
Yeah. Don't
You know what's
mention
funny
it
is like we'll come here and look at the hat and be like, ah, this hat belongs to a carpenter.
Was it?
Union organizer. What would you-
Yeah.
This is the head of a union organizer.
You killed Hoffa.
Dude, did he say Coolio this weekend at any point?
No.
No, it was someone in their 90s. Was it Sidney Poitier that you?
No, I don't bring up Sidney Poitier
He was a
ever.
great man.
I thought he died already.
He did at like 96.
You killed him.
I didn't kill Sidney
It was
Poitier.
someone else.
I'm really surprised that Coolio died and it wasn't Ray or Sam's fault.
DMX? Was that
DMX was Ray.
DMX
That was
was
Ray.
Ray.
That was
DMX was
Ray.
Ray. If you play with Ray and you're over 50, you're gonna
I
die.
figured he
Yeah, MC Hammer has something to
Sean
worry about.
Connery, we know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, you've done
I don't
this.
kill
You've
people
done this
with my
like 4
voice and my weird
times,
moods.
man. You do it with your power.
Well, go watch
Your
that Moody
X-Men
show I
power.
did, and if I said any names, you can say I killed them.
I mean,
You're
it was
like a
COVID. You
creature.
killed a lot of people.
I'm like the creature.
Oh,
preacher.
the T-shirt you have, the famous guy.
Vicente Fernandez?
Yeah.
I got that afterwards.
No, but you mentioned him before. And he
He's one of
died.
the most popular
It was with- I
artists
feel like it
in
was
the
within a
world.
week. But you don't usually
no,
do
but
that
yeah, no. He didn't talk. He doesn't. I mean, you never specifically talked about him in the show. You talked to him to the point that you made a TikTok, and then you had to repost the TikTok the next week because he died.
That's called,
That's like 5.
look, that's called, guys,
Jesus,
let's be clear.
man.
That's called exploitation, all right? Because we were talking, having a normal conversation. Someone goes, Chente fell off a horse. I said, that's Big Sad. You didn't know who he was.
Right.
And so I showed you videos of him, and that video
he died
did
the next
great.
week.
No, it was like 6 months in the hospital. He was in traction.
know
He
if it
couldn't
was
move.
that.
He broke his back, I'm sure.
Oh no!
And he was elderly. And so we talked about
Something
it.
else
and then
is
I
your fault.
But we're not. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
yeah.
out on the way. As we talk about our top 5 horror villains, because last year we did horror movies, and then Marcus was like, "You want to do horror movies?" And I was like, "I think we did that," but I wasn't sure. And then I checked, and we did. So
I think we did that when we were recording in your basement.
might have been. It was with the spooky girls that TJ liked, the ones from the Scooby Doo
Hex
movies.
That's the only one I remember. The
Right.
only
Yeah,
pic.
that's why I was like, when we were when I was coming up with the list, I was like, "Oh, Scooby Doo." Wait, this feels awfully fucking
Deja vu,
familiar.
right? Yeah, same thing. I was
All
like,
right, well, not
I feel
Scooby
like
Doo. Over the Garden, huh?
I could do you one better. I'm like, we've done this like
just
3
started
times.
Over the Garden.
Yeah.
Over the Garden Wall is good. It's really good.
Well,
I like it a lot.
so you can go back and listen to that one. We do have some spooky ones there, but we're gonna get into our top 5
Let's
horror
do it.
villains. Now these are horror villains from TV, movies. We excluded video games this
Look,
time.
it's one TV.
I did not.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
What was it?
I said we excluded video games, but he didn't, so that's fine.
Okay, so it's only one?
Yeah, only one.
One. Yeah, I only have one
find out,
TV.
bro.
So those are
I don't play horror games.
the
Happy Meal.
exceptions.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Right.
They have adult ones now.
I know. I won't.
They sold out at my
Of course they did.
Yeah.
It's a gimmick.
Because we're whores for nostalgia.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Buy it
just
on
want a
eBay.
4-eyed grimace.
I do too. I really do too.
four-eyed
It's a
grimace?
4-eyed grimace.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sex act.
That's a good
I mean,
name
it could
for a
be,
sex
yeah.
act.
That is a good name for a sex act.
I'm trying to think. I'll think of what it could be.
Mission
Just
for
wear
the
glasses.
mission for the weekend,
I'll
guys.
test it out.
Someone come up with a 4-eyed grimace, and then Sam will do it.
What? How did I make that promise?
The girl, she'll love it. It can be for your anniversary, so it's a special occasion.
So next year,
Yeah.
No, we start dating in December. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm about to say it'll be
And what?
soon.
We start dating in December,
So
technically.
a few more months.
A few more months, I could do the four-eyed grimace.
4-eyed grimace.
Well-
tell us how it goes.
I won't.
Record it. It's all professional.
look at that swivel. Like that's definitely the 4-eyed grimace over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starting OnlyFans.
Yo. With
The Excellence OnlyFans.
It's called
Home of the-
Sexlens. We know this. I have the Instagram.
And he could do it like a fast food restaurant, like home of the original 4-eyed grimace. That could be what you put across your OnlyFans. If that doesn't get people to buy it, I don't know. what will.
Over zero served.
No, at least one person was.
Over zero. I didn't want to say more than one because my girlfriend would get mad at me. Now,
Yeah, it's true. You can't say over one.
right? Because then that means I
But
have to do
over
it-
zero.
But over zero.
Yeah.
That means anybody.
That could mean anything.
Anything. My number 5 horror villain.
That's a T-shirt, by the way.
four-eyed grimace.
If you can get away with it.
4-eyed
Well, grimace is a word, so you totally can.
Right.
Yeah. You can have like a Kama Sutra silhouette.
We all know Rakeen had a rough day. We made him spit his water. That's good.
Right, there you go. That's what we're here for.
Well,
Have one of the dudes say, "You want fries with that?"
No,
dude,
I
there's
can
one
do you one
dude.
better.
There's 4 eyes involved.
glasses.
Let me tell you
Glasses.
something. Look it. This man right here, he looks like a socks guy. Get some socks.
Look, if it's gonna be
That
on a
says-
t-shirt,
yeah,
they
you
can't
want
be
fries with that.
explicitly dude or chicks.
Look it. True. Look it.
It's like the little bathroom stall guy.
I got the when you said those socks, I got the design.
What are you talking about socks?
They're gonna be purple and gold. Or purple and yellow, whatever the McDonald's color kind of is.
Oh,
with the-
red and yellow?
Yeah.
Grimace is purple.
Yeah, red and yellow comes in with the font. So you go, do you want to supersize it on the while you're doing the 4-eyed grimace? McDonald's will pay you.
No, they won't.
I feel like
They'll
they
pay
will.
me to stop doing
No,
that.
you know why they'll pay you? Because you're getting a demographic. They can't legally, well, they can legally, but they're not going to go to porn sites and advertise, but you are. For them on their behalf, they won't stop you.
Well, I mean, like, I'm sure somebody spray
Those are
painted
views.
I'm pretty sure somebody spray painted big titties like that golden and called them the golden arches. Okay, I'm not the first one to do this stuff.
That's fucking very 1989.
Yeah,
no,
that's-
this is a new age, and 4-eyed grimace is where it's at. It's gonna be the new butt eating.
What?
Everyone's gonna be doing it.
I don't want the new buddy. I
You
don't
could be
eat
a
butt now.
goddamn. You and your girl could be innovators. You can save relationships. Make the sex position that saves relationships,
Does
Sammy.
the 4-eyed grimace involve eating butt?
It can.
Well, he said
It's
something
wide open, man.
Well,
It's wide.
Pun intended, you know, it's the Guardians of the Galaxy of sex position. Do what you want with it. No one
The
knows.
eyes can be many colors: blue, brown.
no,
He ain't lying though.
no.
It's
There's
called,
4 of them.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's their eyes.
Find out what that 4th one is. That's your choice. Use his choice.
Guys.
Just
Surprise
saying.
toy inside.
Come on, man. We're helping you out right now. You should be paying us.
We're never gonna hear.
right
who
there.
knows?
It was right there too.
He does it. He's great at
Like
it.
it pulls it out of nowhere, and I did mean that. That's
We
not
missed
Tundra.
we missed JJ. That's all that means.
Yeah,
We really did.
We were crutch without.
Oh,
we need our
Jesus.
crutch to JJ. My number 5 is just Michael Myers. It's just Michael Myers,
Forgot
guys.
we were doing this. Okay. Yeah, right.
It's just Michael Myers, guys.
So monsters.
Yeah.
So in top 5 villains, Tommy's sex axe is the number 1 villain.
It's your sex act, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Or
Four-eyed grim. I'm updating my list.
Or Keen suggested we spit out water, so that's added to the four-eyed grimace.
Okay.
Just because he did it as a part of it, he is now a part of the
It's
four-eyed
part of the
grimace.
origin story.
Okay.
Exactly. So whatever it is has to include spitting water on somebody.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We will build the four-eyed grimace by the end of the show, hopefully. But yeah, my number 5 horror villain is fucking Michael Myers. Oh, nope, that's all wrong. Michael Myers, man.
Austin Powers? I love that guy.
Yeah, he's fucking
No,
smart.
he's kind of an asshole. Yeah.
But no, man, there's a scene. So I watched this movie late. I watched this for the Sammy Ain't Seen Shit show. I watched a lot of these horror movies on that show, Sammy Ain't Seen Shit. But
So wait, 70s Michael Myers or Rob Zombie Michael
well, I
Yeah.
didn't fuck with Rob Zombie. Michael Myers did not watch one of those.
David Gordon Green's Michael Myers.
Is that the newest one?
That's the newest one.
The newest one's kind of neat. I like that one shot he does where he's just murdering people with random objects that he finds.
I like the new ones. Yeah.
I mean, at least that first one. I didn't watch the second one. I heard the second one kind of sucks.
Second one has a scene that kind of gives it like a passing grade, gives it a C. And that's just when he rages on the townspeople. Have you seen it, JJ?
No. Not,
Okay.
not
And they bring in some old original characters that were children that are now housewives. And that's kind of cool. The fact that they, full continuity and shit.
But the thing...
And it has a pretty surprise ending, actually. So, yeah, no, that second one's okay.
Right. But there's
Yeah.
one thing that brings to mind that, like, reason why he scared me. Because I'm not a big horror movie guy, so a lot of these picks I'm going to do are really basic. But...
Why aren't you?
I don't like being scared for recreation. It doesn't do anything for me. I think like a lot of times the things that get me the most are jump scares, and I think they're really cheap. And so I'm just like, I'm not gonna subject myself. I'm jumpy. I'm a jumpy guy. So
Just on edge.
yeah, exactly. I'm already on edge most of the time. So like, if someone's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I get real like defensive.
Back up, bitch.
Right. I get it from my
Yeah.
dad because
Right.
I recognize
Yeah,
this.
you told me those
I recognize
stories.
this because I was like 16 or something, and it's
Yeah.
Halloween time. I'm taking out the garage, the trash, or going to get mail or something.
Right.
My dad pulls up, the garage is going up, right, and I'm gonna sneak behind my dad, and I got real close, like right by the bumper. And I go, boo! Mind you, I'm like 6 foot at the
punched you
time.
in the chest.
No, he cocked his hand back like he was literally going to
Oh.
punch me in the face. He recognized me very quickly, but he had a look in his
He was
face. like,
mad, I
no,
bet.
he had a
Yeah.
look on his face like, I need to kill this guy. And then he let up.
Yeah.
He let his hand go, and he was like, don't ever fucking do that to me. What the?
Did he call you boy?
No, he didn't call me boy.
Okay.
He didn't call me boy, really.
Really?
Nah.
Dad called me boy all the time.
Your dad's black.
That's true.
That's true.
That is
But
true.
yeah, but so when he did that, where I saw a look of like, bad guys or villains to my dad. Villains, what the fuck? Opponents. Opponents is the
Okay.
word. My dad has arch
Pointing
enemies.
and
well.
yeah, right.
Never do well. What did they do? Never. They never did well.
Let me tell you something, people. You ever see Marcos come at you like
Shit.
run for the
Run
hills?
for your fucking life.
Yeah.
No, so like seeing a glimpse of like what my opponent of my dad's would be in a fight, which he fought a lot for fun,
Right.
Was pretty terrifying. So I was like, I don't fuck with that. I'm not doing that. And then I just
Right.
hope nobody does it to me. But just to go back to it, this right here, when I saw that for the first time, where
It's
he's
one
in
of
the
the creepiest
clotheslines,
scenes, yeah.
she looks out and he's in the fucking like the middle of the day.
The broad daylight thing was freaked me out.
And that's what affected
Yeah.
me in the new one where he chokes the shit out of that girl in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And takes the mechanic's like jumper and everything to do the whole jumper. That's not the right word. Jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And so the fact that he just operates in that way, just like I'm gonna be open, I'm massive, I'm driving a car. I'm just gonna murder. That always freaked me out more than anything.
Yeah.
And like, and I believe in the first movie when he's stabbing as like a little kid, like that was really visceral too. Where like the knife punctures, you can
I
hear
was
him
actually going to say he was scarier as a child than he was as an adult to me.
because he hadn't just nothing blank behind the eyes, right? Just
Yeah. It's William Shatner's mask.
exactly.
Yeah.
And he was a clown as a
What's
child.
been said already? Just Michael Myers. You've missed
yeah.
literally
That's-
one.
Yeah.
And you missed
We-
the four-eyed grimace. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that was the whole thing. We
can't
can't tell you
explain it. Yeah,
anything
we can't.
Yeah,
about
you
it.
just have to go back.
You're not ready.
You're not ready.
You ain't.
You're like, that sounds nice. No, it doesn't.
Oh, maybe it is.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But that's my number 5. Michael. Actually, no. My number 5 is actually this kid right here. This is my number 5, real quick.
Oh, this kid was so played. Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Dedication. Dedication to the bit.
So, yeah, exactly.
Love it.
I love dedication to a bit. My number 5, Michael Myers. Marcos.
Unless he actually goes on a murder spree, then it's not funny.
No, but then he'd have to have another mask because the kid had a clown mask at the beginning, then became Michael Myers. So now it's a Michael Myers mask. Now it has to be a clown mask.
I got you.
It's got to be inverses.
Gotcha.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Marcos.
So I actually had a little bit of trouble with this list because
Really?
when I watch horror movies, it's usually monsters for one, eldritch horror. So, like The Color Out of Space. There's
gotcha.
There's not
No,
one solitary villain.
True.
And I think solitary villains are like, I have never been a big fan of Scream. I'm like, oh no, it's a guy with a knife.
It's a dumb teenager.
Still
It's a
never
dumb
seen it.
teenager.
I've never seen Scream.
Really? Fuck, man.
Never seen it.
I mean, it's I see Scream as more of a thriller than a horror
I see
movie.
more of it as a horror comedy.
That's also what you should see it because
It's many things, actually. Yeah.
But so I had a little bit of problem with this list, but I did kind of come up with a fun list, I think. So my number 5 is for one of my favorite horror movies of the last decade. It's from The Green Room, and it's Darcy.
Wait, Green Room is the one where they like essentially they're in a green room and then someone goes on a fucking murdering
racist.
spree. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a group of Nazis.
Nazis, yeah.
And not only is it a group of Nazis, it's Professor X as
That's right.
And Nazi, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was him. I was like, but that was a woman's
And
name, so I thought it was a
Anton
woman.
Yelchin's shout out, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he get murdered in that?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's the only one that survives.
Okay.
That's good for narrative purposes.
Yeah.
But no, it's Professor X being big spooky man.
But he is really smart. Like everything they think of as well, he thinks like 4 steps ahead. So he was a very intimidating villain because he was literally like
Hateful and smart.
hateful and smart. Like that's the last 2 things that you want out of a
Not-
That's smart.
That's real. To me, that's real life Bane.
Yeah.
Like you could be strongest man in the world and a genius. That's frightening, yes.
Yeah.
But a racist and smart
Right.
is fucking
Like Neil
terrifying.
Neil deGrasse Tyson's like one bad interaction from being actual Bane.
For being Kanye West, yeah.
Oh my god.
The movie did not cause any controversy, Rakeen, because it was kind of under the radar, and I think it was
It was just good.
Yeah, it was a really good
Yeah,
movie.
like it's satisfying.
What's the thing that creeped you out the most, like a scene or as a kill or something?
It's not that it's not that he actually creeped me out as like a horror from a horror standpoint. This is also another movie that I kind of see as a thriller.
It's one of the most scary real world situations, which
Like-
I love, which you
Yeah.
don't see a lot of. Yeah.
Because they're literally like trapped in this room for like 90% of this movie.
It's
And
a
then-
bottle film, pretty much, yeah.
And then it was very much that like everything they did, he just rubbed his head for 3 seconds, was like, this is what we're going to do.
Fuck that. Professor X just hold on. Got it.
So I don't remember the ending for a reason.
Yeah.
But I watched a pretty good chunk of this, and no, to me, like it was always a terrifying situation. It was one of those situations you kind of think about in passing.
Yeah.
Like it would suck to be stuck in a room with like a gang of people who hate you on the other side trying to get in. That was always a scenario. I'm like, that's a terrifying scenario. And seeing this movie, I was like, oh, fuck, they made a movie about that scenario. It is no way whoever wrote this movie didn't think of having like black people or people of a different color in that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because that's fucking terrifying.
They also knew rural Oregon for sure to make this movie.
Told you. Told you.
West 308, West 308, welcome to the chat. I haven't seen you too often. Welcome. Brutal use of the machetes on Anton. Machetes?
Oh.
Yes.
Machete's
So,
big. It's in the
this
poster,
movie also does this issue where, like, the people that they do a little bit of dumb things because they're teenagers, but for the most part, it's like, oh, this is what I would do in this situation. Try to do this to get the out.
Yeah.
They even like use jujitsu at a point to get a gun out of someone's arm, but still, it's like everything they think of. It's like Patrick Stewart just. No, this is what.
Shit. Okay.
It reminds me of his character in Masterminds.
Nobody saw that.
No
I
one
s-
saw it.
I saw it.
Yeah, you remember it? It's the only time I think he's ever played a villain. He's
Well,
in this
Other
one. Yeah.
time. Only other
Yeah.
time.
He always has facial hair when he does. I know.
got to.
Gots to.
You got to.
He has a pencil thin mustache in Masterminds.
Oh my
I
God, I
rewatched
don't
that
wanna see
movie
that.
like a few months ago. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It is bad. I loved it as a kid.
I'm sure you did,
Yeah.
Tommy.
I was a simpleton. Go ahead.
But that was your number 5. Darcy from the Green Room.
Yeah.
Tommy, what's your number 5?
Hey, okay. Hold on. I got to break my list out. Okay, I'll start off simple because it gets pretty obscure after this point.
Okay.
And this is the cheat. It's the TV cheat. And I have to
TV
give a
cheat.
shout out. Vecna.
Vecna?
Vecna.
Vecna made
is
the
a-
top 5
Vecna
overall.
made my 5. And because I put Vecna in a different time period, I had this character come out in like the late 80s or 90s. I feel like he would definitely give kids nightmares.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a meat man with
It's that
sunken
weird
eyes.
hand. The weird hand freaks me out. It's just an elongated hand. The other one's normal.
That one?
Yeah. The other one's normal, which is weird. It's just
Like
freakish.
Freddy Krueger.
He's a mixture of Freddy Krueger, Pinhead, and Pumpkinhead.
And
never-
Akira.
Yes.
I was about to say,
And Akira for sure.
one creepy
Bad
hand.
Akira.
You never fought
bad.
Tyrant?
Oh, true. Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Voldemort also in there. No nose.
Little
having
Voldemort
motherfucker.
in there. Yeah, just throw it all in. And his little veins move. It's weird.
I've never seen it in motion. I've
But
not
his
seen
his
the show.
whole thing, Freddy Krueger does dreams, and I think that's like his only thing. This guy does.
calls people bitch a couple times.
It gets
He's also
comical.
got quips. He's got.
He does have
He's very
quips.
quippy.
Those quips will kill you. But this guy right here, like, it's trauma. That's his. That's how he gets you.
Right.
It's very, very now. But yeah, and it's scary. Like it literally is.
So
Like,
he's just people's dads that weren't there.
basically that shows up and just berates you with the worst part of your life. Yeah,
So dads that weren't there.
yeah. That pop in like Will Smith's dad in that one episode of Fresh Prince.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he just
You don't want me, man.
you know what? He don't want me. Yeah, no, he just exploits your trauma and terrifies you doing it. Gives you hallucinations, makes you twitch, and breaks all your bones.
I think it's more.
terrible.
I think it's more intimidating than the being sad with yourself.
Yeah, but you can't, like, he's scarier than Freddy Krueger because you can't do anything. Like, he'll just take you over in the middle of this, like, in the middle of this conversation, I could have been taken over by Vecna, and my eyes are rolling in the back of my head, and I'm, like, seizing
But
it
if you only could, you could make a deal with God.
and run up that hill, I know. But no, and I could just float up, and you guys would see my bones snapping, but I'm being mentally tortured by this fucker.
But this fucker right here.
Yeah, sipping on fucking
on a
Starbucks. Yeah, like, and it's weird and it's terrifying. I think it's a great concept.
Is the mental trauma like on like the like a different time frame? So it's like 10 hours in your brain, but only like 5 seconds on the outside.
It's like a dream. Yeah. It's so well. Yeah. He prolong it as long as he wants. He could think you're running in a maze for an eternity, and could probably be like 5 minutes. Like
Mag
he
says pops your eyes.
Yes, he does. Break all of your bones and pops your eyes, and you die.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Chrissy,
that's-
I don't like this.
Jesus.
I'm just saying all the references I
I
know.
never saw the show once.
Never saw-
You're
I
not
saw-
allowed to do that.
I saw the first season.
Yeah, you're 3 seasons behind.
Yeah, it's 4.
Hey, the Demogorgon was dead and everyone's fine.
Oh,
and
dear
did
God.
Beth ever come back?
Beth.
The
Barb?
redhead Barb. There you go.
No.
Barb's dead. It's why you need justice for
Oh,
her.
she like legitimately died.
She's gone.
Why can't she be in the underworld?
They
like,
don't
where everyone
come
else
back
is?
once they die.
Oh, nobody comes back.
Nobody
I
comes
thought that was
back.
what the whole point of the Upside Down was.
No, it doesn't resurrect dead people.
Okay, well they're gonna definitely bring back Resurrection.
Also,
That's
she
next
died
season.
in the Upside Down, so
She
it wouldn't-
did. If she can come back, Eddie can come back. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, bro.
Wait,
this isn't-
Eddie died? No.
Oh, I'm so
I don't
sorry.
care. I
Shit's
don't care.
been out for so long.
Well, he didn't like Chrissy not
Twitter.
waking up, so it's fine.
Jesus.
He played Metallica. He was gonna die.
Oh my God.
The copyright man killed him, is what I'm thinking.
No, he saved Metallica. God damn it, those sales were great.
Yeah,
After-
Metallica was probably.
They were
like-
so happy about that.
Give me food.
Metallica
give me
has it-
fire. Give me.
Also,
Abba
Metallica
Dabba
re- regrets their decision on Napster.
Oh,
Really? Now they're backpedaling? Now Lars is backpedaling? Fuck that shit. Because he was that.
Is it because of Saint Anger? Saint Anger? Are they still mad about that
It
one?
was trash.
Dude, I bought that album. You know, that's the only Metallica album I ever bought, and I was like, never again.
Yeah. I can believe that, actually. Yes.
By the way, first time chatter, Hermit Chat. They showed Barb's body. I think.
Yeah, they-
Sam writing his own
Dead
Stranger
as
Things
shit.
season 1. Yeah, why not?
It gets better.
I've heard of 80s movies. I can make inferences.
Second season ain't great. Third season is one of my favorites, but fourth season is kind of universally liked.
Currently doing a residency in Las Vegas. That's like when you're on the.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
That's the downhill.
the last gig you get.
Farewell
No,
tour.
Yeah.
The last gig you get, and I know this because I was stationed in Alaska, is the
People go there?
the Alaskan State Fair. That's where bands go to die.
Oh my god.
That's where I saw Boys to Men. In the year 2011.
Wait, there were still boys?
Right? You saw men and men also.
That's where I saw John
that-
Michael Montgomery. You remember that country dude? No one does.
3 Doors Down?
No,
Chingy?
Three Doors Down still plays like shitty
Trump
clubs.
shit. Okay.
Chingy. Is Chingy over there?
Yeah, Chingy's probably there.
Yeah.
No, but we had like Kid and Play before they died.
Sleepy Brown.
Oh, sleep.
Yeah, he's over there.
the way. It's just him doing that.
It's just him doing the features.
No other.
Oh, that's hilarious. Boys the Men tours with the Backstreet Boys now.
That is true.
After a while, you got to consolidate.
Right. Yeah.
you
Like
know?
who was it? It was like Salt and Pepper and somebody
Is
else.
it called the Boys Tour?
Oh, it's like MC Light.
Spice Girls.
Spice Girls? Yeah, my sister went to one where it was New Kids on the Block and I think Rick Astley.
Oh, why? That doesn't go together.
Same era. 80s.
That's not the same era.
At a certain point, they
80s.
just kind of like,
You
whatever.
said Backstreet Boys?
No, I said New Kids on the Block.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that.
Step by step. My fucking sister loved that
Yeah.
shit, and I know the songs. Anyway,
How old is your sister?
my sister's like almost like over her 40s.
Oh, okay. that
my
makes
oldest
sense.
sister, yeah.
Gotcha,
She's 12 years older
That's
than I am.
exactly the
Do the math. Anyway,
yeah.
your number 5, Vecna,
Vecna,
Wake
yeah.
Up. JJ, what is your
Numero 5.
number 5?
So, what is spookier
Oh, it's
spooky.
than a double feature? I went 5 steps beyond.
Okay.
I got a top 10, bitches.
Oh my god! Wait,
We're
what?
doubling up.
Is that allowed?
We're
Is it
doubling
because of
up.
duos, or are you just doing 10 by
He
volume?
gets 2
It's
each.
because I thought it would be hilarious if I just did sci-fi monsters, like sci-fi original movie monsters.
Okay.
So I got 5 of them bitches.
Yes.
And I'm not going to elaborate on them. I'm just going to name them.
No context.
I love it.
I love
And then I have an actual list of my traumas.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh shit, he did it. I don't know. In the chat or something? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't think he's talked in the chat in like a week.
Fair enough. Anyway, so JJ's got his 10.
Right. So my sci-fi original movie pick is The Sharknado. That's my number 5
Classic
sci-fi original movie.
I've only seen the first
Sharknado.
one.
That 3 is good.
It's like 8.
Is that the one with Urkel?
I don't know which one has Urkel.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's the 4th one.
Okay,
They go to
makes
space.
sense. Yeah.
We're not elaborating. JJ, your real number 5.
My real number 5 is Count Orlok from Nosferatu.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Which one?
Like the original OG one.
The
'cause
OG? Okay.
Oh yeah.
In
That
cartoons,
motherfucker's
they would
really
like
a
it's stock
vampire.
footage.
He
Oh,
used to
God.
actually freak me out in Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
So,
that's probably my favorite episode, the
In
movie theater
cartoons, they
episode.
would
Yeah.
use stock footage of Nosferatu and Are You Afraid of the
Yeah,
Dark?
they would.
use stock
Yeah, you're right.
footage of-
Cartoons, they would totally.
So
What? Oh fuck. Was he in like Courage the Cowardly Dog or something
Yes,
like that?
probably.
Yeah.
he was in SpongeBob. He was
Lot of Looney
flicking the
Tunes
lights
shit,
off
yeah.
and on.
Tiny Toons, I
Nosferatu.
Oh shit! I should have chose Candlejack. Anyway, but like that's where he's. Are you afraid of the
That's
dark?
all you're afraid of the dark. It was a remake of Nosferatu in like '89. That's creepy
The-
as shit. Werner Herzog directed it. Yeah.
And there's the one with
Shadow of the
Dafoe one.
Vampire?
Shadow of the Vampire.
Which
There
is
you go.
supposedly the true story behind it, which makes that shit even creepier.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
shot. was
Yeah, it
freaking
makes it
out. That
freakier,
and when
man.
the shadow gets elongated.
Yeah, that wasn't a true story, right? Or if it was, that's weird.
No,
was
it's
not
not.
true.
Okay. Because for the longest I thought it was, and I'm like, oh, y'all should put a stake through that bitch.
So,
Shit.
funny story on the subject of vampires.
Yeah.
When Bela Lugosi died, I
God,
forget
I
the
think
guy's
Ed
name.
Wood, but yeah.
I forgot the guy's name.
Max Shrek?
No,
Nope.
not Max Shrek. But he was another older actor. He would always show up on Looney Tunes. He had that weird accent that like, how do horrible, terrible.
Igor? Like the Igor?
The guy who did the Igor voice. That
Yeah,
guy. I
okay.
forget-
Okay.
Yeah.
I forget the actor's name, but he went to Bela Lugosi's funeral, and so did Vincent Price.
Makes sense.
So they both went up to the casket to pay their respects at the same time, and that guy who knew Bela Lugosi personally whispers over to Vincent Price, "You think we should put a stake through his heart just to be safe?"
Oh, he would have enjoyed that. Yeah.
It's a nice gesture.
Yeah.
Bela
I like
Lugosi,
Bela
card-carrying
Lugosi.
communist.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the coolest. I didn't know he was so progressive until like yesterday, actually.
Really? Like, because all I think about is like Ed Wood.
Well, he was an immigrant that
Yeah.
grew up in the communist movement and then came over here and he unionized Hollywood. So,
No shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bela Lugosi's
So
I love
spooky.
Bela Lugosi now.
Why does it look like he's on a pirate ship?
he is.
He's
on
on
He's on a
Pirates.
pirate
What
ship.
is he doing on a pirate ship?
that
Eating
he
people.
lives in Transylvania, and he gets immigrated over to.
It's Dracula, basically. Yeah.
So they couldn't get the rights to Dracula, so they changed up a little thing. Nosferatu,
Yeah.
that's the scene from SpongeBob.
Yeah, back then. I was about to say back then.
With the lights off and
Back then, it's like 10 years from that Dracula novel. Like,
Yeah.
the copyright was still there.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can download the book for free.
Yeah. And this movie as well. It works out.
True.
So yeah,
There
they
it is.
changed up a few things, but it's basically the story of Dracula.
Right. Well, I forgot that there was a difference because it's synonymous with one another. So yeah, we're actually they had the two of them. Yeah, these two. Yeah, definitely way fucking spookier.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking barbed teeth and
Well, Dracula is supposed to be a seductor, so who wants to sleep with the dude on the left?
No one.
unless he wants a four-eyed grimace. But that is your. Is that it? Or is there more?
Yeah, that's my number.
Well, that's
five.
your number 5.
On to
Nosferatu.
Yeah. What's your number 4?
My number 4. My number 4. Once
Count
again.
Chocula.
Count Chocula scared me on that goddamn cereal box. No, it's actually
Blueberries scared me because I don't like blueberries. So that in my
Terrible
cereal is.
fruit. Yeah, I agree.
No, mine is actually the Count from Sesame Street. No, mine's
Not a vampire, just vampire.
not a villain.
No, he's a nice guy.
Oh, I hate math. He's a
Now,
villain.
Oscar, yeah.
He started that. He
point.
started math for
Good
me.
point. Hate math.
Good
He's a
point.
piece of shit. No, I haven't watched any of the new series regarding this character because
Oh.
it doesn't bother. I'm not curious about it. I don't want to know anything about his childhood. I don't want to know anything about his origin. He was already fucking creepy to me just in concept, and then of course the cinematography, one of the greatest shot horror films, a classic. My number 4 is Norman Bates.
Why?
Because unassuming white guy, timid white guy murderers is how are most murderers, honestly.
Yeah, that's most serial killers.
Statistically, yes, you're right.
I mean, if anybody says Dahmer, we're not letting you
Oh,
explain
fuck
it.
no.
But there's
Yeah.
a whole big thing right now about that Netflix thing. I'm not watching it. I don't
not
condone
watching
it.
that shit either.
Families say, fuck that movie, don't watch it.
I like Evan Peters. I can't rock with that
Right.
one.
But the core concept of just a guy, motel owner. He's very timid,
creeper.
very quiet, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's very timid, very quiet, unassuming. So what's the name of the main character? The blonde lady, very famous. The whole shower scene.
She's
What's
not
her
the
name?
main character.
No, but I know, but it's the first one.
Vivian Lee's the actress. I don't know what the character's name
Is it Marion?
Barbara? No.
I
It
think
was always Barbara.
it's because Marion was the one that gets murdered. But anyway, yeah, he's just like, oh, I don't know, and then he's being a creepy guy, and then there's just these like moments where he's just like, oh shit, I don't know what I just did. Like he doesn't even know what he's doing, and because it's his mother who abused the shit out of him and Vecna traumatized him, made him feel unwanted, all of these things that he was just like, oh, I have to do everything to make mother happy. Mother won't be very happy with me. I tell you this, and this is like one of my probably biggest flaws when it comes to interpersonal things. Homeless people scare me because
Okay.
a lot of times,
Bro, they didn't beat you up.
no, TJ, shut up. TJ joke. But because they're usually mentally unhealthy, and I think they should get the treatment that they deserve. But if left untreated, a lot of bad things can come from mental states and where they're at, right?
Right.
So, like, I always get kind of weirded out when people are in their own world, or if, let's just say you go further down, they're on drugs and stuff, trying to deal with it. This guy is just a symptom of that, but he's like holding down normalcy. So like you could be near this guy, he could snap, he could think, "Oh, I'm mother," and he dresses up in the thing and stabs. That
You don't find that out to the end.
right.
Yeah.
That concept, but that's why it gets more scary to me afterwards, because he's just a regular murderer, regular guy with that capacity,
Right.
and then he has that other element where, he's trying to make his dead mother happy, who he keeps in a fucking attic. Alive,
a very terrifying ending
Yeah,
if you
that
don't know
shot
how it
freaked me out
goes,
too. That shot freaked me out, and then just that too. Now I know that it's been criticized for like transphobia kind of stuff from back in the era, of course.
Right.
Like, because I think at the end he's like, he's some weird cross-dresser, and it's like, okay, like they're trying to figure it out. They don't know the language, but him having severe mommy issues freaks me the fuck out, and him being so unassuming and just kind of being there.
So
Yeah,
do you
have daddy issues like the rest of us.
Right? God dang it!
like a real man?
Right. Also, this movie, first film to have a toilet flush.
Yeah, it's a big deal back then.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Also, the first film where it was highly encouraged that you show up on time.
Oh yeah, it was because so much happens in the opening.
The
which
twist. Yeah.
inspired Scream.
Right. And then obviously
But-
just to reiterate one more time, goes without saying,
It's a creepy ass scene.
it's visceral to this day.
yeah,
But the black and white blood is just like, ooh.
yeah, it works. It's
Ooh.
effective.
And then the puncture noises too, I also noticed.
Yeah.
That
I think it was like a stabbing in a pumpkin. I believe
yeah,
was the
but
sound
it's just like
effect.
a very like thud.
Yeah, it's a thud with the slice. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, she's getting opened up. Oh God. My number 5.
Have you ever seen the show?
No, that's why I said I never watched Bates Motel.
You need to.
Well, like I
if
said,
you like that character, you should watch that
He's
shit.
never gonna see this.
He's not. Rihanna's in it.
what?
Yeah.
Does Rihanna get
I won't tell you what season. You got to watch to find out.
Too much.
Hey, I have the internet. I can
It's
see
only
Rihanna when I
5
want.
seasons. Jeez.
Only 5.
Yeah.
I'm not even watching Stranger Things. Anything I'm gonna watch Bates Motel.
Well, you don't.
He doesn't. Stranger Things isn't for you. It's for us.
Yeah.
It's people 3 years
too
slightly
old.
older than me.
No,
We're
it's
too
not
old
that.
to
It's
do
what
that.
our interests are with that kind of thing. But I actually do think that even Bates Motel isn't for you either. But that's just
They
not
gave
much.
at Comic Con. They gave me a free bar of soap, so I have a free bar of soap somewhere of Bates Motel soap.
Good for you.
That's my number 4. Norman Bates. Your number 4, Marcos.
So this is my only paranormal like addition to my list.
Are the rest real people?
Well, the rest in the movie are real people.
Okay.
But paranormal in the sense that this movie is kind of like an underground classic that it's like the first time I saw it was on TNT and I was like, that is such a cool idea. I had to go to Blockbuster and rent it again. And it's a Azazel from Fallen.
Azazel.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's a great movie, man. That's a really
You
underrated
can't.
movie.
You're never going to see what this dude looks like either because Azazel is a
not, you can't do that.
Yeah.
yeah. Azazel is a
not how
demon
he
that takes
works.
over people's bodies.
It's not that guy?
Yeah.
No,
It is.
Is that guy possessed by him?
Yes.
Oh, okay. By the way, real quick, first time chatter, 4K Penguins.
Hey.
At least Anthony Perkins didn't jerk off in Psycho like Vince Vaughn did in the remake.
The remake, yeah.
Don't
he
remember
does.
that. So this is not Azazel. Nope, that's not Azazel. That's not it either.
You never
this
see
cat
it.
might be Azazel.
He is.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is absolutely
Yeah,
Azazel.
Yeah.
I've heard of Azazel being like a concept, like a fallen angel usually.
Well, that's what it is. It's a demon.
It's called Fallen.
So
get
what
it?
makes him particularly spooky?
What do you
Obviously-
mean? It fucking passed from person to person. You'll never, you
lot of
cannot
things.
capture him. You can't catch him.
Pazuzu did that
Who's that?
Pazuzu.
from
Exorcist?
Yeah.
Pazuzu doesn't do it as easily as
No, that's-
Azazel.
It's a whole thing with Pazuzu. Azazel just can instantly do it.
Is it like a breath, like a smoke, or is it just like a consciousness light snap?
Yeah.
It's instant
Gone.
transmission. Yeah, there's no.
Instant transmission, no!
Yeah, there's no like Dragon Ball. Like, let me power up and
Yeah.
do
No light effects.
Nope, nothing. Just
It's legit. He's out.
and the whole- and-
someone else.
and his nemesis is Denzel Washington being a smart detective.
Yeah.
It's Training Day versus the paranormal.
It literally is. It literally is. Don't spoil the ending. If
Yeah, no,
anyone
the
who hasn't
ending's really
watched it, it's so underrated, and a lot of people haven't seen it. Fucking watch that shit. That ending is one of the best horror endings I think ever.
Really?
It really is.
Yeah.
It's fucking legit.
Like,
It's
is this one-
just writing?
is that the ending?
Well, don't show
No,
it.
that's not the
It's
ending.
not the ending.
I just
but
want.
yeah.
Is that the ending?
no.
No.
Oh, demon and ending. Yeah, I just want to see how it works.
I'll tell you the ending after this is over.
I don't even know the end. I just want to know how the effect works.
There's
but-
no
No,
effect.
that's the
effect.
thing.
I'd rather how it's used. God damn it!
Okay,
It's
okay.
semantics.
So there's
well, like, 'cause, like,
there's
well,
predator vision. That's about
Yeah,
it.
okay.
That's the closest you
That's
get
all
to an
you get.
effect.
It's a little.
Okay.
Have you seen The Evil Dead?
Yeah. Except it's slow.
what I'm saying is I want to see it applied. Like what is like does Denzel have like I'm gonna get you Ghost and his partner's next to him and then he pistol whips him because he's just able to do it like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just want to see that. That's what I was looking for.
No.
I'm not allowed to
Don't
watch
spoil
it.
any of this shit. Anyone who's curious, watch Fall, and we all recommend it, but Sammy because he ain't seen it.
I'm just gonna say that I hope it is in Sam Raimi vision.
No, it's
No.
not.
No.
Then I'm gonna edit Sam Raimi clips of him going through things in between.
Speed it up.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
And it's gonna be forest footage. It's not even gonna be. They're gonna be in a city. They're gonna be in the mountains.
Just
But,
take
like-
clips from The Evil Dead and
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna
got to have a red hue on it, like a reddish yellowish hue.
Okay, I
Yeah,
can do
that's
that.
that's
I
what
can
it
do
looks
some
like.
color grading.
I saw this movie like on TNT, so I don't even know when it came out. Like I didn't.
98, I believe.
That sounds right.
Yeah, around
that sounds like when
97,
Arnold
98.
Schwarzenegger was fighting demons on
I feel
Judgment
like
Day.
Eraser came out around.
That
the
was
same
99.
time. Yeah.
Yes.
See, that's what I mean. It's like
That was the whole gimmick with End of Days. It's like
I love
999.
That was a whole big deal.
You flip it over, it's 666.
Oh my
I don't know
God.
what that one's doing there, but
They faded out. I like that movie though. I like End of Days.
But anyway, to go back to Fallen, like I didn't know this movie existed. Then I saw like it randomly. I caught the ending where he's smoking the cigarette, and I was like, "Shit, that sounds badass." And then it's like you hear the ending monologue, and I was like, "Gotta catch this whole thing." Started it. Then I had to go rent it. Like I saw it 3 times one day.
Christ.
But when you watch it on TNT, it's censored. For
Yeah, it's one that you want to see. Like, yeah,
John Goodman's in it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
He's his partner.
Yep. So
I
if
wouldn't want
you're a
John Goodman getting possessed.
Denzel fan. If ever you were like, damn, I wish Denzel and John Goodman did a movie together. There you go.
There you go.
Already done for you.
That's a very specific request, but not a bad one.
I like
man.
both those actors. Why
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
Yeah,
Shit.
good chemistry.
Fallen, 1998. I'm surprised the 1998 movie is spooky.
I mean, like I said,
Horror
it
was
came
not
around the
alive.
time
Wasn't
around Judgment Day, House on Haunted Hill,
All those
13
Dark Castle
Ghosts.
movies,
yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of spooky movies.
should
Not
look
all of them are great, but no means.
They were entertaining, except Ghost Ship. Only
Yeah.
the opening was entertaining.
This movie got bad reviews, right? They said.
I don't know. I
What
saw it on
was
TNT.
Nick.
No,
Fury-
it's one of those movies that over the years has gained more of a respect. Back in the day, I believe people didn't
I don't
like
think
it that much.
I think people didn't really get it.
They didn't get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just. But yeah, as time went on, like, oh, that's clever as fuck.
Your kids are gonna love it, type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Nick Period probably explains it best, where it's like, as a black kid, my mom saw it, saw Fallen, and Denzel, and still talks about that movie, fucks her up. Because it's a thinker the whole time.
It's a smart man's horror film in a way.
Hilarious thinking right there.
It's an A24.
I'm sorry. It's a very ponderous thought.
It
like
is.
he was
It's
having.
totally an A24.
Yeah, it's an A24 film before A24
Yeah,
existed.
that's a good comparison.
Good sell on it
Yeah.
though. That's a good sell, and that's your number 4, Azazel from Fallen. Tommy.
It's Azazel.
Azazel, whatever.
Get it right.
It's Gabriel, Peter Gabriel. No, you're number 4. You're number 4.
You know I
Tommy.
love Peter Gabriel, don't you?
Do you?
I do.
I didn't know you
I'm a
specifically
big
like Peter Gabriel.
Gabriel
fan.
almost made my list.
Peter?
No.
Okay.
Yes, Peter Gabriel's his demon.
He might be.
Gabriel from The Prophecy.
Sledgehammer is a creepy video. Okay. Gotcha.
Tommy, you're number 4.
Oh, we're getting into the obscure now.
That's fine.
So mine, look, this movie creeped me the fuck out.
Okay.
And it creeped me out for a long time until I saw the sequels, and each sequel I saw creeped me out less and less. But it was still entertaining because at that point I just love this very under the radar franchise. And it's the tall man from Phantasm.
Phantasm?
Goddamn. Did he not creep you out too?
Yes.
He died like 2 years ago, which is weird because he was old then. He was in like Phantasm
He was
6.
never young. Yeah,
He was never
like
young.
Richard Gere. I've
Angus
never seen
Scrimm,
that
yeah.
dude with black hair.
Yeah. And speaking of the boy thing, that was his catchphrase. Boy.
There's the toy of him.
Yeah.
The tall man.
Tall
Yeah.
man.
The tall man.
He would scream that shit at the end of a mausoleum, but he had these fucking spears. Those spears are fucking
They said
scary.
spears. You mean spheres.
Spheres.
These
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Orbs, if you will.
Yes.
So what do you do with
those
the
are
orbs?
his weapons of
Throw them at
choice.
you?
No, he doesn't. He just holds them and drops his hand, and they float, and then they chase you, and then they.
I mean, you're saying what I do in a more accurate way, but yes.
Kind of.
I mean, he's never going to see Phantasm, so you just need to break it down.
No, I am.
Oh
I
my
am.
God! I just saw the thumbnail.
What it does, yeah.
They have spikes in
They have
them?
spikes that come out as they float toward you. They'll pierce you, and then a drill will drill you in the brain, and your blood will spurt everywhere, and you become a zombie.
Oh my
That's
God!
how that works.
I'm not even showing you. I'm just seeing a girl trying to bite
It's a
the hand
weird
off.
movie, but it is creepy as shit because of the weirdness. Like you mentioned, like color in space and shit.
Yeah.
Like if that dude decided to do a remake of Phantasm, I'm in. Because it kind of floats around that weird, like, I don't know, is this cosmic?
It is
I don't-
cosmic horror,
Was it
for
cosmic
sure.
horror? You don't find that out till like the third movie. Really?
No.
Yeah, and it's just, it's weird.
No, dude, I'm looking
You're
at the
like, I don't know
thumbnails.
what
Look at this
is.
thumbnail. I'm not even gonna click it. Just,
Yeah.
just drilling
That's
in the
Phantasm
head.
3 or 4. That's,
That's three. That's three. That's
Oh, it's
three.
3, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot what 3's called. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I miss.
I
Lord of
didn't
the
know
Dead.
they had
Lord of the Dead,
subtitles.
They do. 4 is Oblivion. Lord of the Dead is 3. Second, I think, is just Phantasm 2.
I think they're up to 6, dude. But I really miss when
They
horror.
were up to 6.
I miss when horror movies like just kept building their own lore because, like I said,
it's a lot in this.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, Prophecy was on mine. There's 4 Prophecy movies.
Is it really?
Sure.
Holy shit.
I don't think
There's all,
Leprechaun
man.
built on their lore, but there's like
They went
6.
to the hood.
Yeah. That's
His
what happens.
walk is creepy.
That's what happens. You build lore or you go to the hood.
That's it. Literally. Or space. Or space.
Or cyberspace.
Yeah. Lawnmower Man, anybody? That
Build
started
the
off in
lore
cyberspace.
or go to space.
But yeah,
I think someone on your list did both, actually.
really?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, you saw his list?
No, he's
He,
guessing.
he,
guessing.
he mentioned.
Oh, I took him off.
Okay.
But I'm an honorable mention that shit, and yes, he did, which was weird as fuck. That one, that franchise went into the toilet.
Yes.
So I can't wait for the.
Well, Mad Chocolate
Yeah.
Gaming goes, yeah, the tall man creeped me out. I was always scared he'd be standing over me asleep like in the
Yeah,
movie.
he show that
shows
walk
up.
again. That walk is scary.
Wait, he stands over people while they sleep?
Well, he can't. Yeah, actually, I think it's a scene where he does.
Okay, let's take his walk.
God, he's just creepy as shit.
Oh my
he
god.
shapeshifts too, right?
He does shapeshift.
Like
I
he picks
believe.
up dudes at the bar, like as a chick.
Yeah, he's OP, but we don't know how or why. Well, we know the why, but look at that shit. If you saw that coming towards you, I'm going the opposite
I'd be
direction.
unnerved by a guy in
Very,
full
it
suit.
makes you uneasy.
Right.
Yeah, and the whole movie is like that, to where it's like I don't know what's happening, but I feel weird, and I feel very uncomfortable and uneasy.
The director also wrote and directed Hubba Bubba Hotep.
Bubba Hotep, he did. His only 2 successful
Chris Campbell movies.
Yeah.
Surprised that didn't get a sequel.
What was it? Bubba Hotep? It was a whole. They wanted to. I think they made it a comic series.
I'm sure everything
successful,
gets a comic these
Yeah,
days.
Boom Studios.
I found out like my number 2 has a whole comic, and it was like, what, really? That got a comic? But all right, we'll talk about that
You're
one
not
later.
gonna read it.
No, I'm not.
And by the way, I'm not putting it up yet until it goes away, but it's Big Guy Jordan. That's an honorable mention for me.
What?
But don't read it out loud, but that was one that still might make my list. I haven't decided.
Oh, that would be on his list. I feel.
I'll let it
That would
happen.
absolutely
Yeah,
be
that's
on
why
his
it's an honorable
list.
mention
Yeah.
because I that fucked me up.
You seen that?
It's on film school, film violence
Really?
class.
Ooh, okay.
Fucked
awesome.
fucked me up.
It should.
I was okay. Well,
It's
fuck
a
it.
very
You know what? I'll add it to my
disturbing
list.
movie.
I'll
Was
switch
it on
up.
your list?
No, it wasn't. It's replacing my number 3.
Okay.
So I'll add them. I'll add both of them.
Good deal.
I didn't. I forgot their names.
Yeah.
JJ
JJ.
though, you're number 4. Before we do that,
Oh, you're double number 4.
My double
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 four.
feature. My cheap sci-fi movie monster is the Lava Antula.
The lava enchilada. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah,
the
Lava Antula.
lava. Okay, I got lava enchilada.
Search for the
spelling it wrong.
sequel to Lava to Antula.
Oh yeah,
Like a lava tarantula.
right. Yeah.
Two
Two
lava.
lava, two
Two
antula.
lantula.
Wasn't Asylum behind these movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
But yeah, that's my number 4 sci-fi monster.
There we go. There's the two lava, two lantula. Stupid.
My actual number 4, another trauma from my childhood. It's a TV show. It's Are You Afraid of the Dark? Probably the scariest episode of Are You Afraid
I
of the
know all of
We
them.
might have brought him up on Sunday.
Probably.
Yeah.
The Tale of Dead Man's Float.
Whoa. Which one now?
Tell
The Tale of Dead Man's Float. The one in the
The
pool.
pool? That shit scared me.
It's Vecna.
I thought the whole
wasn't it?
season
It's
of
fucking
that.
Vecna.
It is Vecna. If you were red, yeah, it's totally Vecna.
Oh, they do a side by side. No, because the
Do
one.
they?
Yeah, right now. I'll show you right
Someone
now.
should get sued.
No,
You're absolutely
but,
right.
But no, because JJ, you brought that up because you brought up the plumber face guy from Salute
That
Shorts.
was Salute Your Shorts. Zeke the plumber.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember that. That shit freaked me out. But
It
no, you're
was.
talking about
Yes,
the
no.
Dead Man's Float monster.
I bought the entire season that this episode was on just to see this episode.
Yeah.
so
It was
what's
some
the
good-
premise?
Nosferatu's episode was in there too, so it was a goodbye.
There's
But
a ghost in the pool.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
And it drowns people.
it drowns people.
Well, that's a spooky demon with. Oh, he's got body. It's just.
Well, they
drowned.
have to put like some lie or some shit.
Yeah, they had.
Yeah.
And they purposely made it red. Like it,
Yes. So it had an
couldn't just
excuse
be
for him to
chlorine.
be
Yeah.
bloody red. Yeah.
Is there an origin story of why he is the spooky haunted water? Is it a racist thing? Because it could very easily be a racist thing.
I don't think it's a racist
It's not a
thing.
racist.
It could. Wouldn't that be spooky
could.
though?
It would.
Because you know how they used to throw
That's for Tales
chlorine.
from the Hood, not for Are You Afraid of the Dark.
It could still be a real
But
thing.
yes,
And I think-
Candyman's a real horror movie.
I think the show was produced in Canada, where there is
it
no
was. Ryan Gosling.
No racist. Wow.
Ryan Gosling was on an episode.
Yeah.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dude, we saw Bill Burr on
what-
an episode of those truth or fiction shows.
Fact or fiction?
Fact or fiction.
I love that show so
Bill
much.
Burr was on there.
Really?
No, I'm sorry, not Bill Burr. Christopher Titus.
I remember that.
That
Well,
shit
he was
was
already working for
yeah.
Fox. That's
Yeah.
No, he was not.
He was the Titus Show was on Fox.
That came later.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And,
probably
and,
one of
that,
his
and that
first
wasn't.
gigs.
That wasn't. Well, I don't know if it was on Fox.
It was on Fox.
Was
I
it?
watched it every Friday.
The
Yeah.
Titus Show?
That's
No,
false.
Beyond.
Fact or Fiction was on Fox. It was
Yeah.
on Friday because I watched it too.
Fact or Fiction. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that and then ECW after.
I made that up.
That was my Friday.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I remember I would watch that and then I jumped to the Sci-Fi Channel at a certain point. But they had another like semi-spooky show.
They did.
Was it the X-Files
I think so.
on Friday?
No.
What the fuck?
Because
Is
I thought
that,
the
is that a
X-Files-
body floating in the pool?
It's the ghost.
It's the ghost.
Oh shit! Fuck
You
that.
can't see him until the ending, the big finale is you
Yeah.
seeing him because he's invisible the entire time.
Oh my
which
God,
makes it
sorry.
kind of creepier. The fact that fucking thing is invisible, killing kids in pools, or at least attempting to.
Oh my god! It
Yeah.
looks like.
Yeah, if you watch it now, you can see like all the flaws in the costuming and
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Of course.
But as a kid,
No,
that
watching
shot
this,
is
yeah.
you
terrifying.
can make that shit in your garage.
Yeah,
But on a
I mean-
Saturday night, that's scary as fucking. You're 7.
Yeah, no,
it's gonna
and
scare
We're
the
on
shit
some
out.
some what do they call it? Those
The V2
static
braids?
lines. Yeah, just like your CRT.
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 Yeah.
I was
lines
about
and
to say
shit.
that's probably 100% why it's not scary because now we have HD.
Now we have
Yeah.
HD.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
I
right.
need to know if there's a CRT like YouTube filter that they could just throw on to YouTube things.
It's gonna be now. You ain't getting money for it.
I mean, I've already asked for a scramble porn feature from a porn online.
Hey man, look,
I want something to scramble it up.
look, Sammy. I've wished
Get
for
some
a
kicks.
network that only showed shows from the '90s with the '90s commercials. We're never gonna
Aspect
get it.
ratio as well.
Aspect ratio, the whole nine, the CRT lines.
I can't imagine it'd be that hard.
Paramount
to get
should
old.
do it.
No,
which they won't.
Dude, I can't
don't know why.
imagine. I can't
Paramount
imagine.
is almost that hard.
That's what they are. That's what I'm saying.
I can't imagine there'd be a company that wouldn't want to give up their old ads for if they're still around, right? Just
It's gonna make me buy things.
right.
That's what VH1 does with pop-up video. You do get to
That's
see.
still is VH1 still on?
I mean, I don't know, but
Still exists, yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's turning to BET too. You're right.
So when I moved, I upgraded my cable. Well, I upgraded my internet because they were like, "You're moving, so you're technically a new customer."
Right. Awesome.
Oh yeah, you get the specials.
Yeah,
Right.
so they gave me some channels to go along with my internet. So now I just watch Catfish all day while I pretend to work.
And ridiculousness.
No, I change it when it comes to ridiculous.
Okay. Oh, they took it off for once.
Now it's mostly Catfish in the morning,
Get the fuck out.
and then like at depending on the day, like sometimes Catfish will run till 5.
Uh-huh.
And other days it'll run till like just like 1, but yeah, and then after that it's ridiculous.
www.my90stv.com. Someone even gave you a website, Tommy.
Oh hell yeah! Save that for me, please. I'm gonna take a screenshot.
Hold on. What was it called?
I mean, you can just click on the link. Oh, no, you can. It's on the other one. www.my90stv.com.
Thank you, Nick Pierce.
Hold on. Let me see real quick.
Appreciate
Real
that.
quick.
Oh, hey, don't call me this weekend.
Just,
So we're not
This is
watching
what
football on
that is.
Sunday.
If this exists, no, I will watch football. I can't. I'll take a break from this to watch football. Gonna catch me in some crisscross shit. It's gonna be backwards.
sorry, I'm messing up my list over here. But that I want to see. Well, here, let's Tommy.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it,
Okay.
let's see what it looks like.
Are you checking it out? No.
Oh, I'm in the porno channel.
Scrambled
That's my
enough.
scrambled porn.
It's not scrambled enough.
What is happening?
I don't know what this is.
Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Are you changing it? Or
Yeah,
is
I'm
doing
changing it.
yourself?
I'm clicking the button.
Dude,
You got that third.
I don't know
you
what
take
this
the lead,
is.
But you didn't. You got 6
This is witchcraft. Is what
This is not. You right. Something right here.
True, Judy.
Wait, put it on channel 3. I want to play
Bro.
Mario now.
I'm trying to get to channel 3.
Dude. Man, come on. Don't do this to me.
Oh, there's a kids channel.
My mate Spud.
Oh, it's like babies.
Don't
Never
worry
mind.
about it.
Oh, 90s commercial. Can I full screen this? I can't.
You wanted CRT? There you go. I remember this commercial.
Oh, his tire blew out. Oh my God.
Army Men Sergeant Heroes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. God damn it. Wait, Who did this?
And so,
again?
by the way, look
Nick
at
Perry?
there's different ones. There's 60s, 70s, 80s, and 2000s.
Fuck all
Let's
that.
look at the 2000s
Oh
one.
my god, this is like
Sammy wants to go to his heyday. He's like, fuck y'all.
yeah, right.
Look at how cool that is.
Oh,
Is that Moby?
that's Moby.
Get him off my screen. Remember when Moby was beefing with Eminem?
He's all tatted.
Look
up
at
now.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Looks like your friend.
face too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's weird as fuck to see Moby tatted up from head to toe.
Okay, no more. I'm gonna watch TV around this tonight.
I'm doing that shit tonight.
I'm keeping this and
Thank you so much,
starred.
Nick. Period.
Done. That's bookmarked.
Dude, that is too much.
Talking. I don't want to watch you Young and the Restless.
Yeah, we got to move on.
All right.
My mom would love that. Go ahead.
Spooky.
I'm done. Yeah.
Spooky man from the waters.
Good pick.
Here.
Great.
Oh my God! Did you see what's in the bottom right there? Welcome back to the Manscaped ad. It's been a month since we did it. We told you guys we're taking a 1 month break. There was a little lull in the conversation, but we're back and better than ever. Mostly emails got disconnected and we just didn't attach. So for the rest of the year, for the holiday season, Mexcellence is back with Manscaped, and if you use coupon code MEX20, you get 20% off and free shipping on your entire order, just like you did before, but back and better than ever. And here's the thing, folks, it's fall. Like I mentioned, it's the last part of the season, pumpkin spice, and you gotta make sure that your crotch looks nice. That means, sipping cider with the fall breeze, and make sure your balls are at ease. Manscaped told me to say this stuff, and it sounds like, Bullhorn from Black Dynamite. I'm gonna do it one more time. That means sipping cider in a fall breeze and using Manscaped products to trim your balls with ease. It's kind of like Macho Man too. Next time we'll do it as a Macho Man promo. But here's the thing. Whether you're brand new to the Mexcellence or you've been listening to the Mexcellence for a long time, you should be with Jesus, it's been a long time since I did these ads. You should be with Manscaped for a long time because Manscaped uses a plethora of items and creams and lotions and machines to keep your balls nice and clean. The Lawnmower 4.0 has the quiet stroke technology and it has the ceramic blade and it keeps nicks down to a minimum. I use it on my stuff and my stuff looks fantastic. So if you want your stuff to look nice and fantastic, be sure to go to manscaped.com. And you know what? I don't even know anything about this because I just got it in recently that they have the new Body Buffer, a silicone body scrubber, a premium body scrubber made of it to nourish, clean, and exfoliate your skin. And it delivers a great lather and a superior full body clean. And it's made from 100% antibacterial food-grade silicone, ergonomic no-slip handle, silicone lengthened lather boosting bristles, and it has a hanging notch for easy storage. Don't you love the easy storage? I do. And if you go to manscaped.com, you can get that and all sorts of other things for 20% off and free shipping anywhere. Now, holidays are coming. We're not talking about them just yet. It's fall. We got to calm down. But don't let your balls be spooky. Get yourself the Platinum Package 4.0. Lawnmower 4.0, we've talked about it. The Weed Whacker for your nose and ears. The 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. Use it with the loofah. The body wash, the deodorant, the crop preserver, the crop reviver, the magic mat, and of course, Tommy, who just came back from his using facilities, the Shed Travel Bag. Yeah. Shred Travel Bag is one of the greatest things of all time. And the boxes, 1.0 and 2.0 for the jewel pouch. It's wonderful. Mind you, this is all off top. That's because they gave us some things to read for the new stuff. And that's some of the new stuff we included, but I just love and know the products because I love Manscaped. JJ loves Manscaped, and the guys over there like Manscaped, but they're over there actually keeping themselves fresh. They're actually shaving their balls right now. I can't cut to it. It's really inappropriate. So be sure to use coupon code MEX20 for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. JJ, what happens to your balls? I think they forgot when you use Manscaped.
Your balls will thank you.
And so will I. Thanks for sorting that. Bleh. Thank you for supporting the Mexcellence, and thank you for supporting Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. We'll be right back to our regular show in just a few short moments, or editing. I don't know. I'll put this somewhere in the middle between, number 4 and 3. We'll see. So I don't think anybody's taking this one because nobody's taking classic horror film monsters, right?
No, you only mentioned
Count
things.
Orlock, but
His wins.
Well, I meant further on.
I mean, he has the
1918,
original.
Universal monsters.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to get mad at Jeff if I mention Jeff Goldblum? Anybody Jeff Goldblum on
The
their
Fly?
list?
We
No.
love Jeff Goldblum.
Fly
Yeah.
was my pick for 3.
That's fine.
Which is now getting kicked off.
Why?
Because I thought about it and I didn't include it, but then they brought it up in the chat, and I just want to write it down because I watched this film in film school because I did take a class called film violence in cinema. We watched like Clockwork Orange. We watched like old horror classic movies, horror movies. We had different weeks of different types of genre of violence, right? And it was awesome. I actually liked that class. It was a book I kept from that class just so I could go back and reference it.
Oh shit!
This one is a little bit weirder, and I watched the original. I want to say Swedish was where the original came from.
Swedish Chef.
Yes, the Swedish Chef.
That's the
very
scariest
funny.
thing to come out of Sweden. And ABBA. No one should be able to make that many good songs. No group of people.
Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Oh, no, they're good.
Austrian. I apologize.
Okay.
This film was originally Austrian.
I know.
And they set us up and they didn't tell us anything about this movie. I had no idea about this movie.
Okay.
And they sat me down in class, and I had never been on the edge of my seat and so tense in a movie in my fucking life.
Okay.
Mostly because, Marcos, to your credit, I don't watch horror movies.
Right. I'm sure I've seen this. I just need
Of course. It's 1997's Funny Games.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you saw it like 2 seconds ago.
Gotcha.
You got to get more sleep, my friend. Your memory's
I
going.
wake up very early, man.
Your
Yeah.
memory's going, friend. And by the way, Bingo Streams, welcome to the chat. First time I had the idea of an old TV with old ads for a while. Glad someone came up with it. But I wanted to throw that out there. Welcome to the chat, first time. But the two characters, Paul and Peter, these two guys right
Jesus,
there.
Man.
So the problem with this movie is was remade a couple years later.
So you saw the original?
I saw the original.
Okay.
It was remade a couple years later, shot for shot in English.
Yeah.
I watched the same scene in English. It's not as creepy with people that you can recognize. It's not as creepy with Americans.
Very true.
Just something about the fucking
It's still a
faces.
fucked up scene, but yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of fucked up scenes.
Yeah.
There's something
In
about
both versions.
fucking faces, though.
Yeah, their faces in the original are just
Right.
very specific.
Let me see if I can find this one
Like
scene in
Laurel
particular.
and Hardy, but just evil.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there's lots of gruesome things in the movie that I'm not going to get into. That's not even the part of it. I just wanted to see the scene with the eggs. Do you remember that scene?
Yeah, I remember that.
See, there's the 2007 version. I don't want that. I want the original. I think this is it. It's very simple premise, but all the scene is this character. It's a family visiting on a country club. They are at this really fancy golf course and stuff, and so they have neighbors there that are seasonal neighbors, and they're like, "Oh, hey neighbor, how you doing?"
Should be the safest place.
Should be the safest place. They're not there all the time. So this guy comes in, he asks for eggs. And he's just like, "Oh, if you want to give me some eggs, that'll be fine." And he's like offering to do some things. And let's see if he does it again. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Yeah, there you go. So he's asking for some eggs, and he's like, once you wrap them up, he's being real demanding about these eggs, but he's being real polite. He's just like, okay, this guy's overstaying his welcome. It's kind of creepy. And let's get to the point. Whatever. Throughout that scene, he's just dropping the eggs like on purpose. He's going like, oh, thanks for the egg. Oops, I dropped it. And it goes from that little minor inconvenience to them just building and building and building and building to the point where now they're just murdering the whole family.
Don't they kill the kid first?
They kill a kid. I don't know if it's first.
Okay.
But the fucked up thing about this movie, though, it's less about them being particular. Well, they do something that's very violent. And they have this one shot in particular that's very gruesome and stuck with me. It was when the dad's crying.
Yeah.
It's a long shot. And it holds for like a minute and 20 seconds of the dad just crying. Fucking horrified me.
Legit crying.
But then, legit, like
Yeah.
like the ending of Harry Potter where he's like, I lost my boy. But it's like that, but for real.
Realistic.
Not
and just, yeah.
But the other thing they do in this movie is they break the fourth wall in a lot of different ways.
Right.
And they set up plot devices that don't pay off.
Yeah.
So I don't want to give it away because if you're gonna go watch it, it.
I don't recommend
But
it.
it's an uncomfortable watch.
It's an intense
But they do
movie.
some very interesting things. But they'll bring up stuff like this, and they'll bring it up, and it's like, hey, look at the pen.
Yep.
Look at the pen, and then
They
pen
break the fourth wall.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You break the fourth wall.
They rewind.
Oh, well, that's the big giveaway.
It's not because you don't know when it's going to come.
That's fair.
Yeah, but no, it's the most famous scene of both movies.
Right.
Is the rewind.
Right,
Yeah.
because something goes awry, and he goes, no, it's not supposed to happen.
I'm sure you discussed it in your film class because that's the talking point.
The curtain just breaking up behind you.
Oh shit! Yes, the talking point of the movie is that it's us. We're the problem in this. They're giving you what you want, audience member. Just gratuitous violence.
Oh, right?
Yeah, and
Oh, that's right. They have a whole big
that's the whole
monologue
point of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
And but yeah, like it's a fucked up movie. And look, it's a movie. It exists, and I know a lot of people. Whenever you have movie phases or watch horror movies, you want to up the ante to get into more like, oh, this is a little too much. This is too real. I have one. If you want to, I don't recommend double featuring it with this Eden Lake.
Eden Lake.
If you saw this and this got you, Eden Lake, good fucking God.
Because
There's a lot of these movies that are like,
yeah.
Well,
No,
'cause,
it's really it's good, but it's like it's a very well done, but fuck, no, that was too much.
Yeah.
The ending of that movie is fucking just rips your fucking heart out.
Right.
we've
To
mastered
no
tension at this point. It's just what it comes down
Yeah.
to.
Right. And I ended up going up to my teacher at the end of it, and I was like, I've never been more fucked up by a movie. I told her that straight up. I've never been more fucked
Eden
up by a
Lake will
movie.
do it to you too.
Yeah, because it was just so gut-wrenching. I haven't seen it since, but I remember just adoring that movie from that class and being like, yep, that's scary shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's my number 3. Funny Games, Paul and Peter.
Yeah.
Marcos, what's your number 3?
So from here on out, my keyword is villain. These 3 people are villains in horror movies.
Gotcha.
And that's where I'm going to focus. So number 3 is a movie that happens on Devil's Night, so it is Halloween themed, and it's Top Dollar from The Crow.
Okay.
The Crow, which I've never seen because I really like Bruce Lee.
Brandon Lee?
Brandon Lee dies, and I like Bruce Lee a lot.
Well,
You don't like Brandon Lee?
I never knew him.
Good God.
He was in The Dragon as a child. Remember that movie? Where they did where Bruce Lee had to fight an actual demon.
Eden Lake, fuck
Oh, the
them
true
kids.
story of
True story of, yeah, Bruce Lee.
What is it?
This guy.
Eden Lake, fuck them kids.
Oh my God, yeah. You will hate teenagers like a motherfucker. Well, if you don't after Funny Game. Yeah.
Is that Tommy
This will
Wiseau?
really do it.
No,
Looks like James Franco.
So in 1991, this is just like the classy,
Oh, he's
like,
on accident.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, I looked up Top Dollar because that's the way you said it. It's Top
Yeah,
Dollar.
no, that is the guy. No, that is the main bad guy. So have you ever seen? So you've never seen The Crow? Sam?
Never seen the. I know the face paint and the crows.
So do you know the idea of a crow, like, or how they a
The
crow's
lore?
grow?
They're smart. I don't know. No,
No,
I don't.
okay.
I don't.
Not, not the animal.
Okay, so
I like
the idea
them.
of a crow, of the crow in lore is that if a soul is too sad and too heavy to carry to heaven, sometimes they bring him back.
Okay.
And then in this case, so the movie opens and there's a grape scene at the beginning.
Okay.
And this
Are you using TikTok terms?
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna place this on.
I'm just saying though.
Yeah.
You're using TikTok terms. I just think that's kind of adorable coming out of your mouth.
I'm actually never been comfortable with the actual word, but anyway.
Oh, fair enough. It's not a good word. It's not a good word. I prefer this. Let's
Terrible
let it be clear.
context, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, so this guy shows up in the middle of his girlfriend going through that.
Yep.
And he gets shot and thrown out a window. And the only caveat that I will add is that I showed this to one of my exes and she kind of ruined it, where it's just like, shouldn't she have come back as the crow if she was the one getting raped and then saw her husband get thrown out a window?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And I thought about.
Wait, did she die too?
That's been a
Yes.
point. Yes. She
Oh,
does.
wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
fucking A.
It-
And
that
she
was
dies after 20 hours of like struggling in ER.
Her shit was far worse.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, someone brought up that point also. It's like the crow would have been so much better with a woman as the crow.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's one is if you want to remake the crow, that's how the fuck
But
you remake it.
trench coat men, come on, guys.
I mean,
I
girls
will
can wear
say
trench
this,
coats.
the comic is slightly different.
Yeah,
It's based on a comic, and in the comic, it doesn't happen that way.
yeah,
Right.
That's all I will say. But
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, he comes back, and then you find out that the main guy, Top Dollar, is not just a head of the mill gangster. He was gentrifying the area, and she was like causing all this ruckus about like they can't raise rent, they're trying to kick us out of the community, and that's why she was murdered.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, so he made that call for her to get murdered, but
Yes.
that guy decided to SA her.
Yeah.
Oh, my. I don't want to watch this movie.
I mean,
It's a '90s movie. Is what, and also knowing what happens in real life from the movie kind of doesn't make you want to watch the movie. Well, Brendan Lee got shot.
I know that. I absolutely knew
it's
that.
weird to watch, but it's
and
a
they
good
used the
movie,
scene
yeah.
from when he got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they
They
really?
did.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
No.
I mean, it's legitimately a really good movie. That's why
It
it's,
is. That's the fucked up part. Like,
Yeah.
you see, this could have been a franchise, a good one, And you see, like,
I mean,
lot
it is
of
a franchise.
potential.
This is one of those other movies
The
that
next
won't-
one was
No, we're
Edward
not-
Furlong.
Eddie Furlong is your crow, then you kind of already failed, you know. But
Wait, no, Thomas Jane was it?
he
No,
was-
Thomas Jane was the
it
bad
was,
guy.
another, it was a
in two.
third crow. Yeah, it was another
I
crow,
thought
and I forgot who it was.
I thought the bad guy in 2 was black. He was because
Thomas Jane is in one of them.
No, Norman Reedus, did he ever do one?
No, I don't think. he did.
Okay.
I think he was in talks. But there's definitely like 4 Crow movies and a
Yes.
TV show.
I forgot about this show. Holy shit.
Well, who's this guy? Mark DeCascos was also the crow.
That's the
There you
TV.
go. He's the TV one.
He's a TV
He
one.
is the TV
Mark
one.
DeCascos, get out of here! that is one too many Mark DeCasco references for an
one
episode.
show, yeah.
God dang it!
He was the crow in the show. He actually was probably the best alternate crow, though.
Wait. Was Mark DeCascos in Double Dragon? Was that in the pre? That was in the pre-show. Okay.
Yeah, it was pre-show.
There's a nice split between
But
Mark DeCascos references.
For our loyal watchers, they've seen both. So yes, for them that yeah, it's a lot of Mark DeCascos.
Use coupon code Mark DeCascos. Off of mixmerch.com.
We're gonna have to send him a shirt now.
Yeah,
Eric Mabius.
I will
I don't
also
know who that
Dunst.
is, but Kristen Dunst, I know. I remember that cover.
I will also add that Top Dollar is actually intimidating.
Edward Furlong
He
is
is.
there.
He's very scary.
Yeah.
Who is?
The Top Dollar himself, the
That
villain.
voice.
He's a very intimidating.
Was he the guy in Nope? The director?
Yes.
Was that him?
Yes.
Good man. Yeah, like that.
No, seriously,
guy,
he looks like fucking.
he looked. That voice is so.
I mean, just looking at
Yeah.
him, he looks like Tommy Wiseau as played by James Franco.
Well, it was
Like a little bit older though.
It was 91
much
though.
more
Like
evil,
that
yeah.
kind of hair was in.
I know. I'm just saying it's like uncanny the way, like the
Yeah.
look, right? Like, let me see here, just real quick.
That guy's had a rough run, man.
Let's see, James Franco, Tommy Wiseau. Let me just see. I just need to see it real quick. Maybe I'm making things
I
up.
think you are.
It's not too far off. So there's that guy.
No, that's pretty accurate.
It's actually pretty
God Damn,
close.
that's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Pretty fucking scary
Yeah.
though. Your number 3,
Top Dollar.
Top dollar.
Yeah.
Tommy, what's your number 3?
Shit, I didn't know it was on me again. This is
That's
moving
how
quick.
it works, clockwise.
All right, so here, look. I'll get this one out of the way quick.
okay.
Actually, no. Fuck it. That'll be my number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is multiples of 1.
Multiples of 1.
One unit all looks the same, but it's a lot of them.
Okay.
It's the Cult from the Void.
The Cult, The Void.
The
Which
movie
one's The
Void, which is it's one of my favorite. Yeah, it's one of my favorite
I got
underrated.
so drunk the first time this movie
horror
happened.
It's a freaky.
These guys right
fucking
here?
movie. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. They surround a hospital and trap people in and kill them.
in a hospital?
Yeah.
Do that
In the
as
middle
like,
of nowhere.
it's like
a
cancer hospital?
No, it's an
No, no.
isolated small town hospital that probably shouldn't be open. I don't know how they're open.
wait,
mean, there
there's
was, like-
tentacle monsters too?
Yes.
It gets weird, but yeah,
Good choice, they say.
that's later in
This
the.
is also a paranormal eldritch horror movie.
Also, wait,
Yes.
real quick, was the
But you
Crow
don't
in
know it.
Cabrini Green?
Huh?
Was the Crow in Cabrini Green?
That's Candyman.
Well, no, I knew it was Candyman.
Yeah.
But he said also is what he asked.
I can believe that. It looks like Cabrini Green. It's a bad neighborhood.
But the Void and spooky eldritch horrors.
Yeah, which you don't initially you just think it's some slasher shit to where this cult's trying to kill, this
that looks
person
pretty
and
straightforward, right?
anyone- Yeah,
Yeah.
And
Cult.
anyone who gets in their way. It's one of my all-time favorite horror movies.
Oh shit! I'm looking at a monster.
It gets so weird that
Is that a
it's-
part of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't. At one point, you kind of don't know what the fuck's kind of happening.
Ugh.
Yeah, it gets so fucking weird, but it's unexpected. You don't expect it to get as weird as it does.
Uh-huh.
And it's short also. It's like 70 minutes. But
I could do that.
yeah, you can. And you probably wouldn't regret it because it's like, I'm confused.
I think it's like-
oh, it's over. So
I love those types of movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Get in, get out.
I think
it
it's
gets
also on most streaming networks. Like
it is. It's on a lot. You can
yeah,
find it
Nick
pretty
Period,
easily.
don't spoil too much. Well, I'm going
I'm
on
sorry,
Google.
I won't,
You're not.
yeah.
You're not. But I'm looking at Google, so be
Yeah,
worried.
it's
if my
one of
Google
those.
search-
You don't want to spoil too much of it because it's a
Right.
treat. That shit's, I love it.
Ooh, spooky eyes. What's the motive? What's the motive? That's a good
Motive
thing.
of what?
Why are they killing all these hospital
Watch
folk?
they
the
want
goddamn
to
movie.
connect.
The Void.
Yeah,
Got it.
it just
They need
it's
souls.
worth watching.
Maybe
Yeah.
you'll find out.
You'll watch it and find out. It's
I
70
already
minutes
probably
of
even
your
gave
Oh
life.
no!
Wow.
It's an episode of the 4th season of Stranger Things or an episode of like House of the Dragon. Like you can these days we can do that.
I'm sorry. I'm doing
You don't do that because you don't watch. You're not allowed. You have a synthesizer?
I am the synthesizer.
He can do the X-Files theme.
Yeah.
I've never seen an episode of the X-Files.
God damn it. Not even Home?
No.
Was it Home, the one with the inbreed?
What? Why would I watch that one in particular?
Yeah.
The one that's like banned?
Banned, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a banned episode of the X-Files?
It's the best episode. This is the first episode I saw. I got to see it before they banned it, and I was like, oh my God, this show. And I watched 3 weeks of X-Files after that, and I'm like, I'm done. This shit did not. What I saw,
I like the
haven't
Cops
seen
episode.
that since. Huh?
The Cops episode?
I love the Cops episode,
Cops
too.
episode.
I didn't watch that one until syndication because I had given up after I didn't see more home types things. And then the cop episode, I'm like, oh, it's good. And I did it again, and it disappointed me again. So I stopped watching until Robin Patrick showed up.
When Mulder left?
I'm like, oh, it's interesting now. Okay.
God.
Yeah.
Well, that was your number 3.
It was. And look, acknowledge the chat. They've been putting some. I saw Patrick Bateman as one.
Oh no, but no, Big Guy Jordan's been putting his list there the whole time.
Yeah, I love his
I was gonna
list.
scroll through all the way.
Okay.
But he said number 2, Azami audition.
Yeah.
Seems like there's no women on this
Yeah.
list. I have no women on this list. JJ, for your number 3, do you
have no women on this
I
list.
don't have one.
I do, but first we're going to my sci-fi list, and I saw it on the chat already. I inspired someone.
Okay.
Their number 3 is also my number 3. Dino Croc, honorable mention,
Oh,
Super Gator.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, because someone said Sharktopus. That was Sharktopus. What was it?
We
You said
ain't
Dino?
done with his
Croc.
list yet. Yeah.
You can put both of them on there because for the sequel, it was Dino Croc versus Super Gator.
What?
Wait,
Yes.
Dino Croc. Wait, that's oh god. I was gonna say it's essentially the same thing. No, it's not. It's not essentially the same thing. There's Dino Croc versus Super Gator.
Yes.
Wait, so one's upright and one's not?
yes.
They figure it out.
Much like in real life.
Yeah.
You know,
This looks
Crocs are different.
bad.
Crocs have a bigger snout, or no, a more rounded,
Rounded
snout.
snout.
Yeah.
And crocodiles are pointed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
gators.
also,
yeah.
Crocs get bigger, I think. At least
The
saltwater Crocs.
Saltwater crocodile.
Yeah,
That's
you're
how I
right.
know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks awful.
Realism is what they were going for.
No shit. Look at that.
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
Scared. If
Absolutely
you really saw one,
traumatizing.
you'd be scared.
I saw a 20-foot crocodile.
Badly
gator.
animated. Yeah, you would be terrified.
Even
Screw that.
poorly animated.
I'd be scared if I were a VFX artist.
I mean, conceptually, the 2 giant gators fighting each other is pretty cool. But that's your pseudo number 3.
Right. My actual number 3, my real trauma, and yes, I do have girls on this list.
Okay.
Lisa from PT.
From E.T.
Oh,
PT.
hi, Lisa. Oh, God!
PT.
PT was short for Playable Teaser.
That's right. From
Oh.
the guy who did Spooky movie. Resident
Hideo
Evil.
Kojima.
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima Spooky
And
movie.
his BFF
Was
for
it
life.
Death Strand? Some shit like that?
Yeah, before Death Stranding.
Quick note: a guy named EJ. We're gonna get better about our schedule, but just so you know, 8 o'clock Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's when we're mostly gonna be
Yeah.
on. But anytime we're not on, we will give you a heads up because we're gonna have a special week here in October where I think we do 3 or 4 shows.
Be there or be square. But more importantly, yeah. Yeah, but you could also hit the subscribe button and the follow button, hit bells for alarms, because it sends out a notification when we do a show.
Nice.
But going back to Spooky Lisa PT, who looks like Daisy Ridley in this shot.
She does.
But so Hideo Kojima wanted to make a horror game when he was still
You're too round to be square.
cool with Konami, and Konami just so happens had a horror franchise under their belt that fans have been wanting to come back, known as Silent Hill.
Yep.
So one day, randomly on the PlayStation Network, this game shows up for free.
Yeah.
And there's no info on
No
it.
context at all.
Nothing. The screenshot or the little thumbnail is just like some woods, and it just says PT on it. Playable teaser. It's just a looping hallway, and you can do things to change it up.
Right.
And eventually, if you made it to the end, there is an ending to this. You've figured out, the camera pans out, and you see that you're actually playing as Norman Reedus. And then the title card comes up, and it's Silent Hill.
I remember that.
Right, and Hideo Kojima worked on this with his BFF forever, Guillermo del Toro.
Of
I
course.
didn't know that part. Okay.
That's why he's in is Death Stranding?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Why
he's-
did they not make this fucking game?
Because Konami sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, I even know this story,
Yeah.
and I never played a game of this in my life.
But yeah, this I don't play that many horror games,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones that I do play, they generally don't scare me, except for Dead Space. Dead Space is legitimately scary.
Yeah.
That space is fucking terrifying.
But Resident Evil hasn't really been scary since I've been like 12. Like
Right.
it hasn't been
It's on the playable demo.
right.
Demo disc, yeah.
Demo discs.
That's how I played it. Resident Evil 2. Yeah.
PT was the first time that I was like legit scared
Yeah.
of a game.
Because you knew nothing.
I knew
you didn't
nothing
know what the
going
fuck was
forward.
happening. Yeah.
My brother had a PS4
Yeah.
before I did. Like he bought it pretty much at launch, and we were still living at home. So I went up to his room and he let me play a little bit of his, PS4 games, and he downloaded PT. I think he still actually has it on his console. And he was like, "Here." He didn't. I had already heard about it. I knew what the hype was, but I hadn't actually played it. I hadn't actually experienced it. And he's
Right.
like, "Here, dude, play it." So I played it for a little bit, and there's a point where, like, after I think your first loop on the hallway, you wake up and you're in the same room, except there's a flashlight in front of you. And I stopped, like I froze. And my brother's like, "What are you doing? Keep playing." I was, "Pick up the flashlight." I was like, "Fuck that."
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if I want to do that.
I'm not gonna pick up the flashlight because I know the second I pick that motherfucker
Monster
up,
in
the
my
lights
face.
are off. I was scared of this hallway with the lights on.
Yeah, it's just a real basic hallway.
Yeah, it's just that angle, that fisheye lens does not help.
And Norman Reedus is scary too. I'm kidding.
Always. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I just wish someone would be brave enough to come out with a game like zero context. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You just play.
Well, that would be zero marketing, and that's
I
why.
know, but it would be glorious for the gamer.
That's what you got to do is you got to put
Yeah.
something on Steam that
You
gets
gotta hype it
approved.
up somehow, but yeah,
but
not-
you have to make like all of your company information. I say you're like an indie developer,
Right.
Make all of that shit super cryptic and as under wraps as possible. Use pseudonyms, use all sorts of things.
That's it.
And
Make
then
it so mysterious people gotta
right.
play.
Like I said,
Yeah.
don't talk to anybody about it. Just don't do it. Pay your people right.
That's how you hype
but,
it, yeah.
But then you make it like I would do it. It would
Yeah.
freak me out if it was like a bunch of like random characters like .exe / blah 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 garble, and then it's a full on like mini game like this where you
Yeah.
just get to be spooked.
Yeah.
That's how you do
I would
it.
love that.
I mean, the issue becomes
Make it
that-
weird. Make it like the void.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
There's a horror game that freaks me out that I've seen clips of. While you go ahead and talk about that.
I know. I was gonna say it's like with the way Let's Play games work, like that you can keep that for a secret longer than 3 days after it comes out.
Maybe
Yeah,
if you do.
like people figured out PT within like the first day.
That's true. Yeah, fuck, man. Like,
But-
if you had really good writing, you just did that like every 3 days. Like, it was already made. Look, it's already made.
can't
You just drop like levels every, so people don't catch on and just completely
So that
flip shit
does
around.
happen to. There is a video game series out there that like so.
Make it like a series.
What well, it is a series, but
Okay.
what they stress on is that so the thing that makes a thing nostalgic that you when you look back on it is the things that were bad. So like when you were saying that you wanted to watch CRTV with the fuzz is bad, but you missed the fuzz.
Yeah.
So they make like PlayStation 1 graphic games with like the polygons and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So with the really black empty space and your figures moving around.
Blocky as shit.
Yes,
Right.
and they drop a game like every 3 or 4 months.
There's a demake of Bloodborne that's really good.
Really?
Yeah, so it's an indie. Well, I mean, it has to be because it's like copyrighted.
Like
But it's someone who just decided like on a whim, like I want to make Bloodborne, the PS4 game, on PS1.
Yeah.
You can download it on your PC, and it's PS1 Bloodborne. Like it's
Jeez.
legit. It holds up.
Oh, nice. I like
If
that.
we're talking about scary video games, I bring it up every chance I get. Fucking Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
God damn it.
They fucking this motherfucker. The noises that these guys make, or they latch onto you, and you're getting your
It's
soul
weird.
sucked.
It's no PT, but yeah, it's weird.
I mean, where is it? They had a graphic like that right there. Conceptually, as a monster, freaks me the fuck out.
What horror things were you allowed to even watch as a child?
It's not that I don't think my dad liked horror,
Yeah.
and he dictated what was brought in the house, and my sister don't like horror.
Can I throw a stereotype out?
Sure.
In a room with nothing but Mexican men?
Sure.
Dude, Mexicans love.
You're
Horror.
right.
Yeah, but we.
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
No, kids have like horror themed birthday parties.
Yeah.
Like
I'm still trying to find that "Are you okay?" birthday party that I
I'd say
found.
I grew up with none but Mexican people. Like, yeah, no.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, we probably have an
just a
episode of
California thing?
No,
No, okay.
it's just the same thing.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, like, there's probably an episode of Muscle Menos coming up where we talk about Mexicans and horror culture.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Also, for the record, Elijah just hit me up. Okay, Andor is fire. I knew it was fire.
Yeah, we tell you
But
these things.
here's a game. Here's a game that piqued my
interest.
interest, Tommy. That's a little spooky.
Yeah.
Lidar.
Could be a.
So
burnt
so
house.
essentially, there's a
Or already.
there's a technique when it comes to getting depth on cameras called I think it's lidar.
Yeah.
So essentially
Yeah.
your phone has it to create 3D
the ruins
images
of
in depth,
something.
right? So it shoots out a bunch of these little pixels, and whatever it bounces off of, it creates a
I
digital
like
map
the
of it,
passive
right?
storytelling
So
aspect.
this right
like
here,
we're kind of picking up on
I don't know if
stuff,
it's a
right?
trailer, but you have to kind of just try to notice things, right? And so this
Oh.
game, he's trying to find.
Make shit out of us.
Well, yeah, he's trying to find things in a pool of
way.
blackness and darkness,
Right.
and he can't really
Son.
see anything. But then he finds some tracks.
Paw print.
And so now he has to follow the
It is
tracks,
the
but you don't know
woods.
where you're going. You have to scan
It's
every
darkness,
2 seconds. It's
yeah.
just blackness. And so right now he's scanning and he's trying to find.
This was not a good idea.
This doesn't seem creepy.
Oh no, that's not a bear.
Well, he just got eaten by a spooky laser
Is
monster.
it just in
Slenderman.
stills?
Huh?
Is it just stills?
Well, no. It's so essentially when you hit it like a fan, you hit it like a fan,
Yeah.
and then you can turn your camera and it won't show anything other than from the perspective you did it.
Right.
So you have to keep scanning to build a 3D world. And one of the things that they do is they have like a little sign that says like "help" in like blood red.
Yeah.
And it's like you're trying to just creeped out, and then they got spooky pixel monster man.
I didn't know it was a monster at first.
Yeah,
That's fine.
But it
No
was just-
PT.
It creeped me up. No PT.
Yeah.
That was
Good
your
pick.
number 3.
Yeah.
And that means it's time for our quick commercial break. We're just gonna hydrate and do a quick commercial break. Might be something that you've never seen before, but it'd be quite nice. So stick around. We'll have our final 2. My last 2 are very basic, and then yours is gonna get more exciting. So stick around, and we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. See y'all in a bit.
Trying to find.